guys, how you doing? Freddie Jenkins here. I know I haven't been doing too much. I've been sick for the past couple weeks. It's been horrible. I had a stomach bug. Worst week of my life. And today I've been thinking about doing a review about the Cabin Fever trilogy. Now, the first one was very gross. It had lots of gore. Typical 2000 horror film. It's just, ugh. It's one of those, ugh, one of those sick films. I really hate the ending because you can assume that they all die and it sucks. It's got okay characters, typical teenage idiots, going away into the woods with no cell phone, no nothing to communicate with the outside world, and they just go visit the cabin and they do stupid stuff. Get drunk, screw their girls, and not too much to say about the first one, really. I think my favorite character in the whole movie is probably Jeff, and he's the smart one. He gets the hell out of there, and me, I'd probably leave too, because who wants to suffer a very painful death? Couple years later, a sequel, and this time it was very low budget. The script sucked, and they brought the main character back for nothing. Seriously, Paul, he ends up in the river at the very end of the first one, and then suddenly he wakes up a couple years later, and his whole face is melted off, and he walks through the woods, and suddenly is hit by a bus. What the hell? Then what's the point of bringing his character back if he's just gonna get killed anyway? Right? What's the point? Might as well have put a diseased deer there. Seriously, I just really hate when they kill the main character off from the previous film. It just sucks. It's prom and a whole bunch of stupid, even more stupid teenagers. They all drink the Kool-Aid, or if not Kool-Aid, punch, and they all start getting the disease, and it's very disgusting. I didn't care for it. I hated the second one. It was very cheap, and it did not really fit well with the first one. It felt rushed, and felt like a waste of time, really. But then, a couple years later, in 2014, they decided to make another one. Cabin Fever, Patient Zero. I didn't see the third one, but I've seen clips, and I liked it better than the second one. Yeah, though, the first one is the only one that stands out to be cool, The only one that's really scary, and the only one that's actually worth watching. The second and third just suck, and they don't fit well with the first one. And I heard they're remaking Cabin Fever, and I am not happy about that. Seriously. It's not like it's 20 or 30 years old. No. It's only like 10 years old. Can it get much worse than a remake of a film that's not even, 15 years? But anyway, let's not be quick to judge. Maybe they will make it good. Let's hope, because Poltergeist sucked. Yeah, I saw Poltergeist. It was terrible. All CGI and not even scary, really. It just sucked. One of the worst remakes ever. Do not watch Poltergeist. It sucks so bad. The original wasn't even that good. It was just one of those movies where it was paranormal activity, pretty much. And there wasn't a lot of ghost films back then, but now, look at it, there's so many. Who cares, it's old. I don't want to watch the Poltergeist remake ever again. And the Poltergeist remake sucks so bad. So bad. The only reason I really watched it was because Sam Rockwell was in it. And Sam Rockwell is a good actor. I like watching him as a bad guy. Yeah, he's a bad guy in almost every film I've seen him in. Except for Cowboys and Aliens. And here he plays like the father. For me, he was the only highlight. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Only watch the first Cabin Fever. Do not watch the second or the third. They are a waste of time, and they suck so bad. They don't connect to the storyline very well. and they're just terrible. It just sucks so bad.